Choo, 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 choo. I and I King Dandy crazy. Wow, wow, wow. You're watching MD90. Subscribe to YouTube channel. Nishiu. They gave you.
Well, the nation this morning woke up to some voice note that was circulating on WhatsApp. The source of who had published it has not yet been found, but I'm pretty sure, I hope Zikta will do the investigation so they can trace it back to whoever initiated that voice note that started circulating on WhatsApp mostly. And it prompted a number of people to try to inquire, because what it was alleging to say something very bad had happened to GBM in police custody or in the cells. As you may be aware, he's been jailed, he's in prison. And that particular voice note that was trending was alleging something very bad had happened to him in that particular prison, which prompted a number of people to try to get details as to the facts on the ground, whether there was any truth to what was being alleged. Emmanuel Mwamba that you see on screen here is the one who reached out to his kids in particular, and the one who gave the nation's details, because a number of media houses started inquiring also to say, is there truth or is there any substance to what is going on, especially on WhatsApp? And this is the feedback that Emmanuel Mwamba got from the kids. So it says GBM is okay. Emmanuel Mwamba shares. I have just spoken to both Sibo and Muma. So Sibo is the former member of parliament in Kasama. That's his daughter, and then Muma, that's his son, GBM's son. So Emmanuel Mwamba says, I've just spoken to both Sibo and Muma. The former Minister of Defense and former UPND Vice President and running mate for President Hakainde Hichilema in 2016, and the Patriotic Front chairperson for mobilization, Honorable Geoffrey Bwaria Mwamba, popularly known as GBM, remains incarcerated in Mwembeshi Maximum Prison. He has been struggling with his health, and the Zambian authorities have denied him access to specialized medical treatment. He has appealed against his conviction and sentence, but the authorities have also denied him bail pending appeal. Despite all the challenges, he remains upbeat and hopeful and prayerful. He is okay. So Emmanuel Mwamba confirmed to the rest of the nation to say whatever was circulating online, there was no substance to it, because he had spoken to GBM. What you see on screen there is a file picture from way back when GBM had made an appearance at the Anti-Corruption Commission. This is before his conviction. So Emmanuel Mwamba, when he put up that particular message where he said he had reached out to GBM's family, meaning his daughter Sibo and son Muma, where he got the information to say their dad is just fine, still in police custody, just to dispute whatever was going on social media. And that's what prompted him to put that particular statement that you see there. And that's his daughter Sibo, the one Emmanuel Mwamba says he had spoken to confirm whether that particular voice note that was making rounds on WhatsApp had any substance. But the Zambia Correctional Service also responded to the issue, because now media houses started reaching out to the authorities, trying to get the official statement. And so QFM, this is a radio station and also TV station, reached out to Zambia Correctional Service. So they put up this particular article with a audio conversation of them interacting with a correctional service officer. So they say Zambia Correctional Service has quashed rumors circulating on social media that former Defense Minister Geoffrey Bwaria Mwamba, popularly known as GBM, has passed away. The Zambia Correctional Service chairperson Evaristo Kalonga has warned that spreading false information and is a punishable offense, and those found guilty may face the legal consequences. So that's a warning coming from the Zambia Correctional Service to say, if anything was to be communicated to the public, they would do it, because this is under Ministry of Home Affairs, and they are the ones who are in charge of the prisons. So that they would have communicated to the nation, and like relying on some random voice note from a person that has not even identified themselves. But they've also warned to say, they are still able to trace where the source of that particular voice note came from, or that audio. And I hope they do that and make an example of whoever had started that particular rumor. But as things stand, Geoffrey Wayamamba is still in prison, very healthy. Needs medical attention, according to what Emmanuel Mamba had put up, but he is very much alive, as opposed to what was circulating online. On the other hand, CR1 says he will not allow Emmanuel Mamba to take over social media. For the past few days, PF, through Emmanuel Mamba, took social media space by storm. They particularly took charge of, and pushed everyone to the defense. So this is according to the Patriotic Front. The Akawawasha should know that the social media is ours. This is just a PF putting up an argument to say they run social media. But C1 is saying he's not going to allow that. He says no matter how dirty it gets, do not politic or with sickness or death of your worst enemies. That's according to CR1. We personally know several other illnesses that the former president is suffering from, apart from the alleged throat cancer, according to CR1. But I've chosen to respect his privacy. Next time Emmanuel Mwamba comes up with such dirty politics, the country will be in a mess. That's according to CR1. I don't know in what capacity is issuing that statement, because he's neither Zambian, he doesn't even have a citizenship in Zambia. But it seems like his social media following is very much Zambian. That's why he always issues a statement with regard to Zambia, because there is a lot of West stuff that is happening in Nigeria, and you never hear him chipping in or weighing in on Nigerian issues. He's always stayed focused on Zambia. So people ask him to say, excuse us, the situation in Zambia is way better than what it is in Nigeria. So in what capacity are you focusing on our nation? Because you're neither Zambian and neither are you even a resident here. That's the reason you are deported. So people always give him that to say, my friend, literally you've been deported, focus on your country. But yeah, he has issued that statement to say he will not allow Emmanuel Mwamba to run the social media space. On the other hand, the UN rapporteur, the one that came to investigate the Human Rights Commission, met up with a Lumezi member of parliament, as you can see from the screen there, and also Nkana member of parliament, Binu Mpundu and Nia Zulu. So obviously they had their own interaction, and then they've also published what their interaction was and what they submitted. They've both been arrested, I think, on seditious charges. So probably that's what they're submitting to the lady. She's yet to publish her findings from our investigation, because it's now 10 days since she said she was going to run in the country. I'm not sure if this is the final day or she still has a number of days amongst the 10 that she's expected in the country. And then the mass newspaper says that Lungu wants better Zambia. He's not he's not as rigid as some people make him look. KBF, so say he's not rigid. And then News Diggers says we are engaging America, that's the Zambian government, to understand their new policy on aid. Don't panic. This is in response to President Donald Trump's freezing of most of the aid across the world, Zambia included. So that's the Zambian government's response. And then Daily Nation, opposition are lying. Emenda, that's the Deputy Secretary General for the UPND. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. So Honorable GBM is very much alive. All those rumors that were circulating are false. It's been communicated by Emmanuel Mwamba and confirmed by his children, that's Sibo and Muma. But he still remains incarcerated in prison. And that's Mombeshi prison, according to that particular article. It's been confirmed by both the Zambia Correctional Service and also Emmanuel Mwamba there. That's the news, ladies and gentlemen.